Greetings, Keisha. Keisha, I'm here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, Chapter 296. Okay. Sorry for the delay on this one. I've been playing catch up, as I've mentioned the last couple of videos. We were affected by the Nashville incident on Christmas Day, so I've been playing catch up and everything and whatnot now that we finally got our internet back. So yeah, everyone's safe here, so no need to worry, even though we literally had an even closer incident with a copycat, because Tennesseans can be crazy apparently, even more so than I already knew. But yes, but that incident has also been resolved, so thankfully, and hopefully that'll be the last of it for 2020, because 2020 has been one of them years that I wish would just go away. But anyway, last chapter the title for this one is Extremely Hell. Okay, last chapter, you had the name is always going to give me, All for One, and he had taken over Tomura's body. And it was like they were making their retreat and everything. And Deku, he obviously, he is the truest of true heroes. People really hate the notion, apparently, that he wants to still save Tomura and everything. But it's like, you don't understand what a true hero is. Like, there's a reason Superman doesn't go around killing everybody. It's because he prefers justice be dealt. But if you are dead, justice cannot be done, and you will never change. Or hopefully change. I mean, it obviously doesn't work with supervillains, but you know what I mean. Or typically doesn't work with supervillains. So yeah, it's like, come on. Like, but anyway. So yeah, afterwards, okay, we're seeing buildings destruction. Those who survived in the front lines, along with the Corps trained or tasked with rescue and evacuation, promptly headed to the front. Okay, and we've got Tomura there being taken over more. It's one of the Pussycat Dolls. I forget which name. There's Present Mike. There's Wash. There's, who is this dude with the weird finger? Oh wait, that's 13. We're actually seeing 13's face. Okay. So yeah, they're part. So Wash is more of a rescue, kind of. Okay. I mean, he can put out fires, I guess, with the water balls that he shoots out, apparently. So, okay. And then we've got some heroes fighting what looks like to still be Nomu. Those who could still move attempted to stop Shigaraki from his retreat, however. Ah. Let's see here, and there's the... What is up with... Like, you can see, like, one over his face, but then there's, like... Is that supposed to be one for all coming through his head? Due to the Nomus, referred to as high-end Nomus, as near high-ends, and their sudden diversion and stun tactics as were commanded of them, the heroes had merely been toyed with. 3 of the near high-ends were disposed of. Okay, this is like, I don't know if it's just the scan quality or what, but it's hard to tell the Nomu's designs in that panel. However, the whereabouts of the remaining 7, along with Shigaraki's group, are unknown. Gigantomachia. Okay, so he's being strung up, it still looks like. And Mr. Compress were detained. Okay, so they were actually... Compress was captured. Okay, makes sense. I mean, he was heavily injured, which, I don't know what more he could have done. Let's see here. Gunga Mountain Resort. Okay, so we've got, what's his name? Redestro. And he's got, Edge Shot. Has him detained. And we've got Wait. Oh, that's the ice dude. I forgot what his name was. So, oh no. Is Cementos been killed? He's got like a something jagged sticking out of his torso. No, I liked Cementos. I mean, his design wasn't the best, but I loved his powers. Redestro, Ginton, that's it. And Trumpet. And the PLF members gathered for a meeting, as well as those on the front lines. Added up to 16,929 people detained. Damn. I mean, they did have like that whole city supporting them and everything, so fair enough, makes sense. However, after Gigantomachia's rampage or stampede, there were 132 missing, including PLF executives. Ah. And as for the other branches, I assume Skeptic is involved in that. Actually, we haven't seen what happened to Skeptic, did we? Because, I mean, he was there with Giganto and all of them, so it's like, but I don't remember seeing him, or maybe I do, and in my brain just being stupid. But, yeah, so there's a cityscape. As for the other branches spread across the country, their supporters were overpowered. Ha ha, Mr. Slippy Dip. And whoever the hell that guy is beside you. But the damage to the city that's a lot. Report from Ryoku's agency interns. Himiko Toga has escaped and is still somewhere in the vicinity. Ah, so they finally got word of her, did they? That damn wench. Or wench. At a time like this? Okay, so we're seeing the destruction to the city. There is a car up on a building. Somehow it is staying up there. I don't get it given that angle. It hurts. Someone help. Over here, anybody. No, it's not real. Can't be real. No, it hurts. So there's someone trapped under the building. Big bro. Mika, it'll fall. It'll collapse. It's gonna fall. It's dangerous. Oh, it's little children. No, someone save them. Oh no, the building looks like it's about to fall. If it falls on me, I want you to have my Endeavor pouch. No, what? And then the child goes, no. I don't need your stupid pouch. I just want to be with my brother. Oh, that's adorable. That's real sibling love there. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There's some debris falling. Is someone going to save these kids? Okay, Froppy and Araka have shown up. So, good. They have been saved. That was close. Ribbit. Whew. Or wah. Oh, I thought that was a whew, but no, it was a wah. Where's your mommy and dad? Wah. This boy, his leg's injured. Let's take him to the shelter first. Someone over here. One of you over there. Your Endeavor pouch. What? There's still hope about the Endeavor pouch. I'll go help. Okay, so Raka is like probably the best person in these kinds of like collapsed building situations, because like as long as she can like make contact with stuff before it destabilizes, she can just float like a lot of stuff, and with her limit constantly improving, like one day she's just gonna get to where she just floats whole buildings up in the air, and it's like, hey guys, I cleared them. Can you? Well, I got this up. Can you save the people, please? That will be when she becomes a hero. And she'll have sidekicks doing the like first aid and evacuation procedures. There's someone in that building. Let's see, Miss, my wife inside. Miss, please hurry. Okay, so you're very injured, bleeding from the head, your arm. are you a villain or not? After the whole thing with Toga, I'm skeptical. Um, which room is it? Save them. Save anyone I can reach. All of them. Oh, okay. So that actually was a thing. Okay, so I'm glad that didn't trip her up twice. Surely Horikoshi wouldn't do that again. um, I mean, Toga is running about out there somewhere. So here, look here. Okay, someone's under the rubble. It looks like. There are lives that can still, or that I can still save. He's still here. Okay, we've got. Oh, there's Manga. Look, it's Manga. He also has like some kind of paint bottles or something on his legs. That's kind of weird, but I guess also makes sense. Okay, so they're saving someone from underneath, like some more debris. Water! Careful, it's collapsing. You'll be okay. Calm down. I need a hero. I need a hero. Anyway, don't just stand there. So the heroes are doing their diligence. Um, I I'm done. Huh? Who's that? This was just a big mistake. You mean? Oh no, that is another thing, I guess, with like the whole like society like being turned on its head with the whole Dobby relevate or the Dobby to Endeavor connections and everything, and just like how the heroes have like kind of failed in certain regards due to, you know, looking more for the fame in some cases, or for the money. And then the whole thing with Hawks, his father being a criminal, and like all of this stuff was going on, you know, with like the doctor and Tomura and all that, and the heroes knew nothing about it. So like the hero's image of society and all that kind of stuff, it was going to be horribly tarnished after this, if not somewhat outlawed. And then we actually shift to the apparently like where vigilantes is a thing, with the other series. It's like, what if that actually had to become like the landscape for the series? Like, people still wanted to be heroes and they were trying to do the right thing. They just don't have the commercial or the legal right to do anything like they used to. That could have been an interesting turn for this series. But yeah, where was I going with this? But also the other notion of like heroes that after all of this is like the worst event that's ever happened in hero society, it seems like, or in the most in any of these people's lives. So yeah, like some of them would probably become disillusioned with the whole notion and not want to be heroes anymore. Hurry, help me, mommy, it hurts, Kenta. Watch out, careful. Why? Someone, please. What was the reason? Wait. An ambulance. Ah. Just all the destruction, the people being evacuated and rescued. And Araka is seeing this guy just, looking on at this. And it's like, oh no. Maybe I should find a new job. And there's someone in a handcuff. Like, what's going on there? Oh no, she did die. No, midnight. Damn it. I mean, it's been speculated like ever since like everything that happened in the forest, that like when she hit the ground the way she did, like, yeah. But you kind of hope for the best, you hope for the best, but you expect the worst. But sadly, the worst still came. So now we got Kurashima and Ashido there, like, and then Momo's crying as well. She's so balled up in herself, and Sato's back there about to, like, break down, it looks like, and there's her crumpled mask. Shigaraki had died, and the device died. What? Who's reporting this? Shigaraki had died, and the device designed to resuscitate him had been destroyed. The electric shock at the very moment was so insignificant that even Exless, who had been beside him, didn't feel it. It wasn't enough to facilitate resuscitation. What brought him back to life were his dreams and animosity. That's a lot of bullpucky. Oh no. A list of all the people who died. No. It was all due to one thing, Shigaraki's tenacity. That so many lives were lost. We've got Midnight, we got Crust, we got... I forgot what his name is. It was like the Mystic Wizard dude. There's Exless. There's the like Native American looking hero. I don't remember this glam looking character or this dude necessarily or that one. There's a lot of characters we've never seen before. Some of them are fairly plain. Other ones are kind of cool. And like the pictures are getting smaller and smaller, I guess, as their significance was, because like most of these I don't know if we ever saw unless they were in the background picture. But yeah, like they're just getting smaller. And whoa, okay, someone on their phone. This is it for him, isn't it? Dobby's annoying, but I wonder what Endeavor's going to do now. Oh yes, the downfall of Endeavor, huh? Is it true? If it is, it's a big problem. So the word is spreading about Dobby and Endeavor's connection, so it's like the public's opinion will change. Now, be it some of them are skeptical, like they don't know if it's true or not. So maybe not all is lost. Maybe a good portion of, the country will be like, hey, or even the world as a whole. I mean, we're mostly only focused on, Japan, but this kind of stuff is all over the world, I mean, All Might trained in America, for God's sakes, with other heroes. So it's like, yeah, other countries have their heroes too. But yeah, like, so maybe a good portion of Japan will be like, we'll wait and see what the investigations say, and then we'll make our decision. But that's typically not how that's typically not how public opinion does. Like, we make assumptions and everything early on, and those misconceived notions sometimes can be changed, but sometimes they are hard baked into us. Because, first impressions and all that. So, but let's see here. Even during, excuse me. Even during his days as number 2, I always thought he was kind of shady. His job is to protect us, isn't it? What the hell's going on? Uh-oh. This is it. I think this is really the end. Okay, there's Deku on a stretcher, and there's Endeavor, maybe on a stretcher. Maybe I should move overseas, but I don't have the money. They better explain themselves. Who thought to go overseas? There's literally heroes everywhere, and villains, so that makes no sense. But anyway, they better explain themselves come tomorrow. Really? Let's see here. Will we be okay? It'll be fine. I mean, that's what 5 weenies told us after all. So that's like 2 kids. What? Is this a flashback or what? It's hard to tell. I don't know who... That might have just been... Uh-oh. That's Tartarus. That same evening. The prison break! Shigaraki is breaking out. Shigaraki. uh, that same evening, I feel it. It's slightly outside of expectations, but soon enough. Why would you think that there would be a tomorrow? And there's Spinner. I won't give you a moment to rest. From here on out, it's still my turn. Now, my Nomus who know nothing of fatigue, go free my main body. Oh, the Nomus are gonna break in. Oh, shit. Okay. And that is the end. So, Spinner is just over there with Dobby, like, listening to Tomura kind of not be Tomura. So, yeah. That's a thing. And that is the end of chapter 296. So, yeah. Okay. Pretty interesting chapter. It hit on some themes that have been building for a while, but now we're starting to see some of them come to light. And plus a notion or two that I hadn't thought about. But namely, like the aftermath of it all. We're seeing who got detained. Apparently, quite a few people on the villain side of things. So that's good. But apparently, over 100 or 132 of them got away due to the intervention of the Nomus and stuff. So that's problematic. But like we got a lot of like the big wigs, so maybe organization of villains won't be as organized as they were in this particular event, which is probably for the best. I mean, that's still like a level of danger that is unprecedented regardless, but it shouldn't be any worse than what we've experienced throughout the series as a whole normally. It's when you bring people together that they become stronger and more dangerous depending on their intentions. Yeah. So we're seeing that. We're also got to know the casualties. We're seeing the rescue efforts of, the heroes and everything in the various cities that were, stampede through by Giganto. He also being one of the retained, so he's probably still asleep. I'm actually kind of wondering, are they going to like every so often like open up his mouth and like throw more anesthesia in there or something to like keep him pacified, because I don't know how else you're going to keep him locked away. But yeah, so we're seeing the rescue efforts and everything from like Araka and Froppy. They save those kids, and then Araka goes off to help more people, but then she sees that one hero who's kind of become disillusioned to the whole notion of being a hero, which is something I personally had not thought about. I mean, like, like the ruins of hero society being eroded away and all that kind of stuff, like that was very well marked up. Like, that was heavily hinted at that that's probably what's going to happen. But the thing of, like, because this was on such a scale that no one would have saw coming, no one's ever seen this before except maybe at the height of, like, All for One's reign in the past. But most of these people would have never experienced that because that would have been decades ago, if not maybe a century. So, yeah, it's like nobody's experienced something like this. So it's like it does make you like start to rethink things. Like, should I have become a hero? Like, I can't do anything in this situation. It's so demoralizing that it's like he wanted to get a new job. And that seemingly is going to affect Araka as well. Like, I'm kind of wondering, is she going to start questioning that? I hope not, but I could definitely see it. And, the rescue operations are going, people are being saved, the heroes are doing what they do. We also got to see 13's face, which is interesting. Still not quite a full face reveal, but it works. Um, got to see what Wash could do. He apparently has like some kind of hydrokinesis, so that's cool. Um, and yeah, and finally, or not finally, but also the breaking down of like the visage that is hero society. You know, with the revelations of Endeavor and everything, people's opinions are starting to develop, and those first impression um, opinions are always the hardest to change and or break. You know, everyone's biased to things, myself included. Um, you know, it's just when you think about something for the first time, it's really going to stick. And it's like, and I try to change my opinions on things, like Unordinary, for instance. The main character, John, great character in the beginning. He's become an asshat, but he's an asshat with a purpose. As of like season 2 and stuff. So it's like there's reasons why he's doing what he's doing, but it's still a behavior that like I can't stand given what his character had been before. So that's like a good example for those who even know who I'm talking about. It's a webcomic. Go read it on Webtoon. Unordinary. It's basically My Hero, but most people have powers, and they're more dickish. Um, so yeah, that's how I've always described the series. But yes, with that, so people's opinions are being formed and everything, and hopefully the majority will wait until things get investigated, and then they'll make their final judgments and everything. But those first opinions are going to really shape things, and it already seems like people's opinions are kind of heading in the bad direction. So we definitely might see like a vigilante world, like even beyond the manga vigilante for My Hero. So it's like where they abolish hero laws to where they can't like do that anymore. They're just gonna like fund the police, the firefighters, you know, the EMTs and all that kind of stuff. You know, the first responders and everything more heavily. And with the technology that's actually available, like they could probably benefit very heavily from that. You know, with all the government funding not going to the heroes but to the first responders. So I could definitely see that kind of a change. But then, the true heroes, the ones that did it not for the fame, the money, or the recognition, they did it because of what was in here. It was like they wanted to save people. They wanted to help someone in need, no matter how big or small the task. They set out to do it. Those people would become vigilantes in this scenario. Now, be it we'll have to wait and see where the series is going, though I have heard rumors that Horikoshi said the series will be ending presumably sooner than later, which is quite disheartening. So maybe we'll actually reach that point, and it'll be like a quick arc, where like the whole like hero society gets abolished, but then like we get a time skip or something, and Deku, he becomes the number one hero because like he, as a vigilante, even he would like work out all this stuff, and then they reinstate the hero laws. And it's like, but they have a more of a screening process for the people who do become heroes, because become a true hero to be a true hero, not for the money. So yeah, not make it such a commercial enterprise just because you got lucky on the quirk lottery. So yeah. And then the whole thing with the prison break now with the Nomu, like that's a arc that's been theorized for a while. So no shockers there. But yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, but anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live, part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quichling. Salute the fallen and pray for the injured in this regard. And hopefully, Hero Society will not fall, and Shigaraki will not win in the end. But that is for another day. Ta-ta.